And here I am again, yet again, at Social Media ABQ, and we're pretty much wrapping it up. Everybody's tearing down. But this would not be an event for me if I didn't get to share my proud mama moment. This was the first time that my daughter Jax got to share the stage with me. So this is pretty exciting. I've been a speaker, as you know, for quite a while, but this was really exciting for me to have her be here. And I have to tell you, Jax, you did an amazing, amazing job, not just because I'm your mother.
She totally has to say that.
No, but really, even though I'm your mom, I have to tell you, you totally nailed it, right? So, you know, what's that expression? The acorn doesn't fall far from the tree, or whatever that is, right? That's what we're going to say. I mess up cliches all the time. But anyway, you really did. But what I really want to talk about that I thought was really interesting is when I asked you to come and speak, you know, you were a little nervous about it, just like I was when I first started speaking. And I think sometimes it doesn't really matter what your business really is. Getting out of your comfort zone and stepping up and saying yes, it's not always the easiest thing to do. So what do you think about that?
Right, and you know, two things about this event were really special to me. One, obviously being able to see my mom speak, and you know, she's spoken all over the world, and I've never actually had a chance to be at one of her conferences and see her on stage, so it was really special to me to see that. And you know, as much as I knew she would be amazing, seeing it all happen was incredible, and she was better than I ever thought she was going to be. So that was really cool for one. And then secondly, you know, I talk a lot to my team and to people about stepping outside of your comfort zone. And so when she did ask me to do it, yeah, I totally didn't want to do it because I speak in front of people all the time, but never with a microphone, never with a stage, and never this many people. So I was nervous all the way up until the moment that I got up there on stage. But I feel like I would be a total hypocrite if I told other people, hey, step outside of your comfort zone, and then I didn't step outside of my own. So it was a big step for me today to be up there, and it was scary. It was super scary, but you know, there's that feeling of accomplishment when you do something that you've never done before, and you feel proud of yourself when you're done, whether you mess it up, whether you kill it, any of that, because you did something that you hadn't done before. So it was great. I felt really good up there, so maybe this is a future path. I know she'd love that, but yeah, it was really great for me. Thank you.
You're welcome. And one of the things that Jax talked about when she was up there, which I think is really important, is a lot of times when people are talking about social media, they think of it from a business point of view, they think of it from an entrepreneur point of view, and not that being in network marketing, you're not a business owner and you are an entrepreneur, but I think it's a little bit different, right? And I think that people have a different perception of that. And one of the things, as I've watched you, because you have 3 businesses, right? And when you chose this path and you're so passionate about it, one of the things I really love is how you actually took to that and how you decided, really from a leadership point of view, how you really led the team, right? How you really led the team, and how you've really chosen to be such a good example, right? I love what you talked about market research and really doing those things. So can you talk a little bit about that? Because I think leadership is really, really important.
Yeah, and you know, being a solopreneur, you know, I'm a marketing consultant for, you know, digital marketing, and then I own a couple properties in Vegas that I do short-term rentals for. Those are kind of things that you're in business for yourself and by yourself, and I outsource for different things, but I really am in control of all of my destiny. You know, I go out and find the clients and then I help them. So in network marketing, it's completely different. You truly rely on a team, and that was really different for me, and I didn't realize that I had leadership qualities. I mean, I'm sure other people could have said that about me, but I would have never thought that I would have stepped into a leadership role and loved it as much as I do. And of all the things that truly appeal to me in network marketing, leading a team and mentoring them and helping them grow and watching them flourish has been the most fulfilling and amazing part for me. And it's the part that really keeps me up at night. Like, whatever your company is, I'm sure you love the products and you really support the products, but that's not what keeps me up at night thinking of ideas and getting excited. Showing people that there's another path, and that you can have a business that isn't a traditional business, but a network marketing business, which is just as powerful, and turn that into something that can change your life and create a dream and something bigger that you can achieve. And I love watching people achieve that and move towards that and grow as a person at the same time.
One of the things that I really find interesting is when you first did this network marketing thing, I've been hearing a lot of buzz. This network marketing thing. This network marketing thing. Which has become very, very successful and is on its way to being your #1 business, right? So I think one of the things I think is interesting is people talk a lot. It's a buzzword now about having a side hustle. Hashtag side hustle, right? And people talk about that a lot. But I think a lot of times people don't realize that, but their side hustle does become their passion. And I think it's because of the people involved and the leadership like you're talking about. One of the things you said today was a quote that I thought was absolutely phenomenal. And for those of you who know me, you know I'm all about the quotes, right? And stuff. I think it was something so, I mean, I don't really want to say, because you're going to say that I said it because I'm your mother, but it really was pretty profound, though. Really, honestly, when you think about it. People really do have a perception, and they think, oh, I'm going to do this, and it's a get rich quick. But you really talked about that, so I really love for you to share that quote, because I think it's so good. So listen up. This is great.
So, you know, and I've heard it somewhere else, so I'm not tagging this as my quote by any stretch of the imagination. I think it's a compilation of things I've heard from Tony Robbins and Bob Heilig and a couple other people when I've been to their conventions, but same thing, it hit home for me, and I love sharing it and paying it forward. Being an entrepreneur, you have to be patient, because this is not a get-rich-quick kind of game. It's truly a get-rich-slow sort of thing. But at the end of the day, it's better than get-rich-never, which is 80% of employees in like jobs. So, you know, be patient, go through the journey, go through the path, and appreciate all the steps along the way. Because if you have the vision and the commitment and you never quit, you are going to get that end goal, whatever your end goal may be. And I also like to tell people, you know, my level of success and her identification of success may not be yours, and that's okay. Like, you know, everybody defines success in a different way, and I use the word rich all the time, but I don't mean rich financially. I mean, well, I can mean rich financially, but I mean rich with time, rich with experiences, rich in relationships, and rich in self-growth. And all of those things are just as important as the financial richness that you're going to achieve, and they'll all happen organically together, and it's really cool to see happen.
I think that was so awesome. I love that quote. I'm trying to figure out how to make it my quote of the day, right? And stuff. Thank you so much, honey. It really was great to have you here. You were phenomenal. You totally did rock it. I do feel like you're going to be a speaker. I do see that as your 4th career. I love you. And that's going to be a wrap.
Thank you.